The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Good.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's see what you got. 52. I'm coming.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's got his man on the crossing route. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
A first down carry by Elliott. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll try the sweep without him. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
A 1st down run for Elliott, not going to pan out. He'll, in fact, wind up losing a couple. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Eagles' 25-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Prescott. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
SOS. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line. Switch it. Here we go. 46. 46. Check. Here we go. Check. 26. All day, every day.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Out there now, the lefty Tavecchio for the Falcon field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After the field goal, here's Tavecchio to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Go. 120!
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Come on.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And he's taken down inside the 30. Philadelphia picking up the 1st on a gain of 15.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st.
Here we go. 180! You ain't got nothing!
Throwing on 1st is Wentz. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles have taken the lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On second down now, it's Elliott. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Prescott to throw it. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Go. Check.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's got Burton here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
What we got? Tyson.
They run from the pistol here with Freeman. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Wentz. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here we go. Waiting!
Defense wins championships, baby. Watch that 3.
On first down, it's Sanders. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Man, that's trash. Switch.
Lynch 5-3. Sunday. Hey, we're good.
Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. Now the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Prescott to throw this time. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Here we go.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Finding room at the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A final shot before half for Wentz. And his throw here is incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On second down, it's Pollard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
25, check 25, check 25.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Prescott from the gun on third. Wide open receiver complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Get it on. Hey. Mike 54. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Switch.
Draw play. Elliott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
3 buzz. Check.
Now Pollard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Prescott down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they toss out wide to Sanders. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Hey, orbit.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And he's got his man on the out route. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Number 19. 12 yards on the play. But it's 3rd down.
Waiting.
59. Get the ball.
Wentz now to throw. Got him in. He finds Sanders. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Cowboys' 47-yard line.
Back now in Arlington. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo!
59, check, 59.
Hey, echo!
Here's Wentz to throw. And that is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Check 9, check 9.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 25-yard line.
We're going to 54.
They go to Elliott again. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
We're going to 53. 47.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Elliott. Room here to run. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Hey, other side, solid, solid.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill.
On 1st down, Sanders. And he's got some space here. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here.
But I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Get out there, get out there. Here we go, go to 54.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it'll bring up 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. He's back to throw. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Open man here, Sims, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Prescott to throw. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to drop a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for the Eagles, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. They'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get the extra week to think about this one.